Hello, I hope you're all safe and well. For those of you who've never met me, my name is Jiffy Myers, and for the past 16 years I've been a military and veterans welfare officer supporting injured soldiers and their families. I work with many military charities that support veterans now and their families with various issues, including PTSD and general mental health. A couple of years ago, I was inspired by fellow YouTuber Paul Hayes from the channel Hayes Outdoors. Paul created a film to encourage us to show us your steak, and many of us in the outdoor community went out and created a film of how we cook steaks or an alternative in the outdoor environment, in the hope that it would encourage others to do so. I thought this was an absolutely fantastic idea because from my experiences, one of the main things that helps with mental health is actually getting outside just in the fresh air more often. With the current and ever-changing situation and the restrictions that go along with it, I've sadly read many messages on the various outdoor Facebook groups and pages where people have shown quite a bit of animosity towards one another and have upset and disengaged with people. I decided to follow on from Paul's idea and make a short film to encourage people just to say hello again, putting your personal opinions and differences to one side and, if possible, go outside and have a brew. To keep with the theme of the outdoors, I ask that you use a camping stove of any kind, perhaps one of your personal favourites. And whilst I understand that depending on where you live, some of you may not be able to go outside, if this is the case and you wish to join in, please make sure that you adequately vent your room. I'm not overly keen on tagging people, but I find it is helpful for spreading the word around. So if you want to join in, please feel free to tag some of your friends and ask them to make a film. And if some of you are friends with perhaps some of the big hitters on YouTube, please ask them to join in too, because that'll certainly help spread the word. I just want to try and encourage people to get outside and just say hello to each other and just be a little bit more friendly. Facebook can be a pretty unfriendly place at sometimes, and some people are not fortunate enough to be able to get out in the woods depending on the restrictions in their particular area. So if you can get out just in your garden, it will help. This is a Trangia triangle. I've had it for years. They're quite popular at the moment. Apparently you can't get them anywhere. Probably that's thanks partially to Paul Messner putting it in one of his films. They're a great little stove. Very simple, not a lot can go wrong with them. It's absolutely freezing out here at the moment, but be nice to warm your hands on the flame there. Just uses a Trangia burner inside. It's quite simple. I've had this for years. I don't think I've used it in any of my films. I haven't taken it out for a while, but it's a great little stove, something different. It's like having a little campfire on the table. To start the ball rolling with this Show Us Your Brew, I'd like to tag 4 of my fellow YouTubers that I have met personally just from making films and getting in touch via Facebook. I'd like to tag Joss Thomas from the YouTube channel Joss, Dave Roberts from Dave Outdoors, Gordon Jackson, a Shropshire lad, and Rich Parks from Wild Astro. So I've tagged you guys. It's up to you to show us your brew, and if you're not tagged, don't be offended. I wasn't tagged into a show us your steak, but you can make a film. It doesn't have to be a complex film, just a minute long, but just say hello to your fellow YouTubers. We all have differences of opinion and different thoughts on things, but there's really no need for us to fall out. You know, there's always somebody worse off than you that's struggling with their mental health. So, you know, I do have a woodland behind me. I'm very fortunate, but there are some of you, you know, you could be living in a city like London, for example, where you may not be allowed out to do this. So, you know, there is always somebody worse off from you. If you make a film, just use the hashtag #showusyourbrew, and I'll look forward to hopefully seeing some more of you put your videos of encouragement out there for other people, thinking about them with their mental health. And if you are struggling yourselves, please just reach out. Men are really bad at talking about mental health, but you know, reach out, speak to your friends, or speak to a stranger. Every little bit helps, as they say. Anyway, I'll end this film now by saying thank you to Paul Hayes from Hayes Outdoors for the original inspiration. And I'm certainly not trying to take anything away from you, but thank you very much for your idea, because certainly this was as a result of that. I'll hopefully see you all out again soon, fingers crossed, but in the meantime, please take care of yourself, reach out if you need help, and please keep safe. Take care. Bye.